Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is Ryan, back into the Madden 16 Ultimate Team video, and I got my friend Chase Plays Madden in the Skype call with me. Say what's up.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
And we're going to be doing a Draft Champions draft, but not like the normal Draft Champions drafts that you guys see. I'm actually going to be drafting for Chase. He's sharing his screen on Skype. He's doing this draft. This is his footage. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to draft his team. I'm going to talk a little bit about my insight on how I like to do Draft Champions drafts. He'll talk a little bit about how he likes to do the Draft Champions drafts. A little bit of a mess up there, but oh well. And we're going to go ahead and do this right now live. Let's get into it and see what type of team we can get. And of course, part 2 will be on his channel. The gameplay, we'll do a little bit of a live commentary while I watch his gameplay through Skype. And we'll just go ahead and just see how he plays it and talk about what they're going to be adding to Draft Champions. There's a little bit of something that we're going to be talking about here in a little bit. I don't know if you want to talk about that now or during the gameplay, but right now we do have Ron Rivera, Ken Whisenhunt, and Coach New England, which would be Belichick, but of course he does not have the rights to the NFL. But this is all based on preference. I don't know what you would like to have here. I don't really want to pick your playbook. I don't know what you're best with, so we'll have Chase pick his own playbook here, and then we'll go through and I'll do the players. So which one would you rather have here?
All right, well, I've had a lot of experience with the Titans playbook. They have some good passing and running plays, so we're going to roll with Ken Whisenhunt.
All right. So do you want to talk about what they're going to be adding to Draft Champions now while we do this, or you want to wait?
No, we'll go ahead and do that during the gameplay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about that a little bit later. All right, so right off the bat, I see that he already has Christine Michael as his running back. Now, one of the things that I noticed during this, Draft Champions is you don't really absolutely need a running back in Draft Champions. But, if the right person pops up, you might want to grab him. Right here we have Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, and Arian Foster. Now, Arian Foster is completely out of the picture, not the best running back in Madden. And like I said, Christine Michael is there. Now we have Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson. I tend to like Andrew Luck a little bit better than Russell Wilson, obviously because he is a better thrower, and he also has that speed. And I haven't really used him too much, but when I did, he was money. So we're going to go with Andrew Luck right here. And it also does match up with the chemistry, as what everyone else does as well, but it's nice to have Andrew Luck. So next we have Brian De La Puente, Jermichael Finley, and Olivier Vernon. Now, I would say let's go O-line, beef it up a little bit, but Olivier Vernon's a really, really nice right in. I think we're going to have to go with him. He does have some really good speed coming off the edge there and some really good power moves, so we're going to go ahead and have to draft him right there. So let's see what we got here. Andre Smith, Anquan Bolden, and Cam Newton. Now, obviously, if you guys see Cam Newton, you're going to probably think like, okay, Cam Newton, I mean, we already have Andrew Luck and stuff like that. If you did not draft Andrew Luck like I did, you might want to go with Cam Newton. But take a look at his deep accuracy, only 76. And deep accuracy kind of feels like you need it in this game. Like you get a guy like Marcus Mariota, which does have good short and medium, but that deep accuracy is absolutely key. Go for guys with good deep accuracy. Obviously, we're going to skip out on Cam Newton here, but if we ended up getting a running back round 1, I would actually skip Cam Newton. We're going to go with Andre Smith, beef up the offensive line, and see how it plays out here.
Yeah, one thing I want to note real quick. Everyone wants to pick Cam Newton, but man, I've played with him many times, and that accuracy is legit. He just throws it all the way out of bounds. So honestly, I never go Cam Newton anymore.
For sure. I don't like him. I don't like anyone with bad deep accuracy. You guys shouldn't either. Cam Newton's a nice player to have if you're just messing around solo challenges, but if you're going to play online and actually try to go for wins, I wouldn't go for him. Now right here, this is actually a crazy sort of thing. Like usually you want to go cornerbacks all the time, but we have Michael Kendricks sitting here, which is probably the best user linebacker in the game in my opinion. Very, very good speed at 88, very good pursuit 95. He's going to be able to tackle the running backs, follow, the slants, the streaks, anything. We're going to try to take a risk here, take Michael Kendricks. Usually, like I said, I would go corner. Corner is so hard to get in Draft Champions, but I think we can go good here and get a Michael Kendricks type of player and then move on and get some other cornerbacks. So hopefully it plays out the right way. Michael Kendricks all the way here. All right, so round number 5, we got Alec Ogletree and Shane Vereen, also Colin Kaepernick. Of course, we're not going to take the quarterback. We're going to go ahead and go with Ogletree, pair him up with Michael Kendricks, have a nice little linebacking core, and hopefully, like I said, we get some corners, get some secondary help a little bit later on.
That was probably the first time I've seen Ogletree's card here.
Yeah, I haven't seen him here in a while. All right, so like I said, we passed up on secondary earlier. We're not going to do it now. Glover Quinn is a nice player to have. We're going to go ahead and use him all day long. Even though Julius Peppers is sitting there, he's nice to have, but he's just so slow in this game. They made him so bad. I don't know why. All right, so, oh man, we don't have a corner yet. He's 6 foot tall, 86 speed. He's Chase's worst nightmare. It's Brandon Carr. I mean, we're gonna have to go Brandon Carr here. I think we cannot lose out on a corner. Just got to go with him. Maybe Chase can actually make him good in Madden. I mean, Trent Cole's nice, Jeremy Mincey's nice, but got to go with Carr.
Honestly, my big gripe about Draft Champions is I need to go for corners anytime I see them. Mm-hmm. So the pick before, I would have gone with Stephen Gilmore for sure, but this is Ryan's draft, so let's go.
Was it Stephen Gilmore or was it Corey Graham?
Oh, I think it was Corey Graham now that I think about it.
Yeah, if it was Gilmore, I would have went with him, no problem. But I see Michael Kendricks, and he's really good. But right here, I mean, we already have good linebacker help. We can just go ahead, go Michael Johnson, another speed outside rush guy. I don't know if Vernon was a right or left end, but we can just move them around to the other side. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, he was a right end, so we'll just move him.
Yeah, it'll move by itself. So we're entering round 9 now. Only have one corner. We don't have a running back yet, but like I said, Mike is nice. We got Mike Evans here. Okay, now this is one thing. You guys see 2 elites. You're thinking, okay, I got to go with the elite player. But no, you look at Mike Evans. He plays like an elite card, obviously. Mike Evans is 6'5", has the amazing aggressive catching. Pair him up with Andrew Luck, and I think you got a good 1-2 combo right there. So we're going to go Mike Evans all day. Not even think about it. Draft him.
Easy money.
Yeah. Not even close. I mean, Daryl Smith's really slow anyway, so we don't need another linebacker. All right, so next up, we have Vontaze Burfict, Rolando McClain, and Martellus Bennett. Don't currently have a tight end. Need a little bit more weapons for Andrew Luck. I say we go with Martellus Bennett here. Already have good linebacker help. We don't really need these 2. They're not so significant that we need to draft them. I think Martellus Bennett, Chase's old, fan here. Oh, see, now here is something that just happened that sometimes, you take a little bit of a risk, but we do have another cornerback sitting here in Brandon Flowers. I mean, Jimmy Graham would have been super nice to have. We already have Mike Evans. I think we just go ahead, take Brandon Flowers, just forget about Jimmy Graham, make sure that, Martellus Bennett gets a little bit of catches there so it doesn't feel like a wasted pick. But Brandon Flowers, we have Brandon Carr and Brandon Flowers now at corner, and just going to have to make do with what happens. I mean, that does happen, though. You go with one player, and then something else pops up. It happened in London's draft. It's happening now.
I mean, even with that 5'9", like, come on. You really want to?
I mean, do you think that you can't?
I'm just saying, he's 5'9", like one of the shortest corners.
You move Jimmy Graham to wide receiver and keep, Marty B at tight end.
That's your choice.
Take a risk. All right, so maybe Chase has... Well, let's just go with Chase's method here. Let's go ahead and take Jimmy Graham, move him out to receiver, keep Marty B there at tight end, and see how, the rest of the draft pays out. Maybe Chase is the right decision here, and we won't get another corner. Maybe not. Let's see. So Marquise Pouncey, Brandon Brooks, we need to get the offensive line a little bit more beefed up. I don't really like Jonathan Stewart too much to replace him over Christian Michael, so I think we'll go ahead and go with Marquise Pouncey. You guys have really nice, mix of run block and pass block. I think that'll be a good decision right there to run up the middle and stuff like that. So let's see what pops up here now. We got Corey Linsley, Anthony Costanzo, and Danny Woodhead. Danny Woodhead's one of those guys in my pack and play that was really, really fun to play with. Should we make Chase use Danny Woodhead or maybe have LT pop up?
That's a big chance right there.
I say we wait. We have 2 more rounds. Let's go with Costanzo. Try to beef up the offensive line a little bit more. Maybe we get a Terrell Davis. Maybe we get a LaDainian Tomlinson at the end. Maybe it'll pop up. All right, so we got Dez Bryant, Joe Thomas, and Evan Mathis. This is a no-brainer. Let's just finish off the receivers in the tight ends. We got Dez Bryant, Mike Evans. We got Jimmy Graham, Martellus Bennett. No more receiving help. Let's see what legends we get. All right, so there it is. No questions asked. We already have a bunch of receivers. We have a decent sort of secondary going on. We're going to go ahead and take LaDainian Tomlinson. I do believe Chase is going to have one corner that isn't, a gold or elite, but the secondary will be okay. I think we have Glover Quinn back there. Could take Brian Finneran just to make it completely OP, but got to get some LaDainian Tomlinson gameplay here.
That came up clutch.
Yep. So we could have, like I said, we could have taken that Brandon Flowers, and we could have had 2 corners, but right now, at an 81 overall, go to the lineup real quick, see how the defense set up. I'm not exactly sure how the computer would have set that up. The offense looks amazing. Offense is absolutely great. We have Robert Alford there playing cornerback number 2, and DJ Swearinger at the other safety position. But we do have Brandon Carr and Glover Quinn, Michael Kendricks, and Ogletree to man up, the little middle of the field routes that a lot of people like to throw, and then 2 good outside rushers. So I think this team will work out. It's hard to pass up on corners. We did pass up on, like I said, Brandon Carr, but or Brennan Flowers, but I think this Robert Alford guy is actually going to be okay. Was he like 6 foot, 90 speed? Is that what that just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually going to be okay, I think. He'll be able to break up a couple passes, but look at that offense, guys. Des Bryant, LaDainian Tomlinson, Andrew Luck, Mike Evans. They put Marty B at fullback, so I guess that'll work out pretty well if you want to throw some fullback routes, but you could actually put Graham at one of the outside receivers if you wanted to. But the gameplay will be up on Chase's channel. We'll be talking about what is coming to Draft Champions and also a little bit about the gameplay as it's played. But if you guys did enjoy the video, please go ahead, hit that like button. Use Lennon's term here, shatter that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Chase's channel. It'll be down in the description below and also on an annotation right now above the offensive lineup there if you guys want to go ahead and subscribe to his channel. And we'll catch you guys in part 2. Peace.
Peace.